What's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Dale, and today we're going to talk about top 5 mods that are still highly sought after and hold value. Just a disclaimer before we begin, these are just my observations and mine alone. Do not go investing on some of these parts hoping to make a quick buck. With that out of the way, let's kick things off with today's topic. Now, although these cars might have graced the streets over a decade ago, the mods that we're about to dive into still hold a high demand amongst enthusiasts. And of course, there are reasons why they still hold their value. So let's jump right in. Number 5 has to be the OEM BMW performance parts. Now, of course, this begins with the pinnacle of authenticity. The OEM BMW performance parts is highly sought after till this day. Now, these components or these mods are just not your typical run-of-the-mill upgrades. They embody the meticulous engineering that BMW is renowned for. Now, of course, starting off with the exhaust system, the mature and powerful growl that this exhaust gives, it leaves a stunning impression that leaves one for more. I personally have this currently set up with headers and a tune, and safe to say, the sound is very addicting and it definitely craves for more juice. If you don't believe me, let's take a listen. Now, of course, the recorded sounds don't make it justice, but believe me, headers, a tune, and this BMW performance exhaust, you got yourself a winning formula. Next up is my favorite part, and that is the OEM BMW Performance carbon fiber strut brace. Now, of course, this mod adds a little bit of rigidity and control when on the track, but off the track, it doesn't really show that much of a difference. And I honestly don't know why, but the prices for these pieces have gone up significantly over time. I just recently saw one listed on eBay for around 2100 USD, and that strut brace is missing the hardware and also missing the rubber mounts. It's safe to say this mod is insanely expensive, but it does provide good eye candy, and if you're a purist like me, definitely you would want to pair this up with your carbon fiber intake. Now, of course, these are not invincible. I've seen many enthusiasts on the forums and on the Facebook groups stating that they crack over time. If you are not willing to shell this money, I would definitely lean towards the Carbonis alternative. That one has the same design, but just missed the BMW performance logo. Now, of course, the last two in this category has to be one of the rarest of them all, and that is the OEM BMW performance carbon fiber splitters. Now, this OEM piece complements the lines of the M-Tech 2 front bumper very gracefully. Now, I currently have a set of this and it is currently dead stock and stored somewhere very safely. I personally haven't seen a set like this go on sale before in the forums or the marketplace, and honestly, I don't know what to do with them. I honestly might make a mold and sell an OEM kind of a replica for you guys to enjoy. And of course, last but not least, to finish off this category is the OEM BMW Performance carbon fiber intake system. Now, the gains of this intake isn't much, but if you're a purist like me, you would definitely want this OEM piece in your engine bay to complement the OEM carbon fiber strut brace. Now, of course, I haven't seen any of these intake systems go on sale quite just yet on the marketplace or the forums, but when they do, they fetch a pretty penny for sure. All in all, these OEM upgrades don't just improve your BMW E46, they uphold the brand's legacy and perfection. Now, number 4 has to be the KW coilover suspension system. Now, the handling, the stance, the KW brand name itself is just not for the faint of heart. New set can easily cost you an arm and a leg depending on which version you get, but it comes with a calculated transformation. It allows you to adjust precision engineered dampers and adjustable settings that allow for fine-tuning of your driving needs. Whether you're corner, carving, or hitting the highways, the KW suspension does give a new life to your BMW E46. Okay, that is an investment in not just performance, but it also defines your BMW's DNA. Of course, there are cheaper alternatives out there, such as the ST coilover suspension system. They offer a great range of setups to meet, of course, your setup needs. Every time I see a set of KW coilover suspension on sale in the forums or the marketplace, they definitely fetch a pretty penny and sells out very quick. Number 3 has to be the UUC Corsa exhaust system. Now, talking about this exhaust, it's not just about the deep growl that announces your presence. It's all about performance. The UUC Corsa exhaust system is engineered to be an ally to your stock setup. It's a masterpiece that minimizes back pressure and enhances power delivery right out of the box. Whenever I see these go on the marketplace or the Facebook forums, these are still in pristine condition due to its elite craftsmanship. But of course, be warned, I did hear a lot of testimonials from previous owners that you should not pair this with headers. I repeat, you should not pair this with headers. Apparently, it makes a very loud combination of noises, and you definitely don't want that on your BMW. All in all, this is still a beautiful piece that I want to own one day. Number 2 has to be the CSL trunk. Now, it's a no-brainer that everyone wants a piece of the iconic BMW M3 CSL, and it's safe to say that this is a nod to the iconic classic. The CSL trunk adds a touch of subtle elegance. It's definitely a refined touch and a graceful transformation of the rear that carries on the spirit of the track-oriented M3. I personally currently have the CSL carbon fiber trunk for my BMW E46, and I personally love it. The company that I bought it from just has the right amount of height onto the duckbill to make it more like the original. Of course, there are other fenders out there that carries a very competitive look for the CSL carbon fiber trunk. I made a video about it back on my social media platforms such as Instagram and TikTok. So if you haven't checked it out, please head on over. Of course, this mod is for those who appreciates the little details and lines of the E46 and is a statement of class and distinction. And last but not least, number 1 has to be the S54 swap. Now, talking about the S54 engine swap, it is the ultimate pursuit of perfection. Now, of course, this isn't a casual endeavor. It's a comprehensive transformation that requires meticulous planning, expertise, and deep love for your car. Swapping in the S54 engine from the M3 is not for the faint of heart and requires a lot of patience. I hate to say that these engines are definitely going up in value as we speak. Before, I've seen them go as low as 4,500 Canadian dollars, and now when I see them in the marketplace or in the forums, they can fetch up to 10K or more or less. Now, of course, if you were to go this route, I would suggest that you make sure that the body of your car is A, rust-free, and B, not cracking in any of the subframe areas. The last thing you want to do is to swap in a beast of an engine onto a chassis that is, of course, dying and showing its age. So there you have it, guys. The E46 330i remains a strong canvas and still a dominant car in the car scene today. These mods, whether it's the authentic OEM BMW performance parts, the KW coilovers, the exhaust, or even the S54 swap, are not just popular amongst enthusiasts, but they are revered. Of course, these mods transform your 330i into something more, something that not only maintains its value, but also carries your personality. Of course, let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about today's video. Let me know if I missed any of these mods that should have been on this list. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe over on my socials. I'm almost at 10K, so please show some love. But until then, see you next time.